Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be how I edit my Instagram pictures. I know I'm a little bit late on this trend. A lot of people did theirs a while ago, but I decided not to do mine because I thought it was pretty simple at the time. But I've gotten a lot of questions about how I edit my pictures and how I keep a black and white feed. So that's what we're doing today. I have two different pictures. I'm gonna put them here and here. These are the ones that we're going to be editing today. One was taken on my camera and the other one was actually taken on my iPhone. So you can do this with both, and I actually edit my pictures on my phone and on my computer. It really just depends on like what the picture needs. I don't use presets or anything like that. So I'm going to show you kind of like the process of how I edit these pictures and how I get them to look kind of cohesive. We're going to start off with this one, the one of just my face. I decided to pick two different ones, one more with like a background and another one just like with my face, so you kind of get to see like how I edit my face when I'm editing my Instagram pictures and how I'm editing like other items, and kind of how I get that all to match. So with the one that's just my face, I'm going to start off on my computer because I think it's a little bit easier, so I'm going to screen record. The first thing I'm going to do is go straight to Photoshop. The first thing I'm going to actually do is crop it, especially for Instagram, because Instagram only lets you post photos that are 4x5, and actually I think it's a little bit smaller than that, so I usually do 4x4.5, just to make sure that they post the right way and I'm not actually cutting anything off. So I go down here and I made a preset for that, and then I'll drag it kind of to where I want it to be. So the next thing I actually do is I take the healing tool, which is the little band-aid one that I put down here, and then I'll zoom way in, and you guys are gonna get real close and personal to my face right now. But I have these blemishes that I covered up with makeup, but they honestly just kind of look dirty. But my face generally doesn't break out a whole lot, so when I do get blemishes, I do erase them. I know some people are probably gonna find a problem with that, but I don't really care. So I'll just like click over them and erase them and kind of make sure that it looks pretty smooth. So now, the next step that I'm going to do is brightness and contrast. So I'm going to click over here, take it up just a little bit, that's too much. Probably like to 5. Contrast, sometimes I turn it up, sometimes I turn it down. I'm going to turn it down a little bit on this one just because it's already pretty clear. And then I'm going to go over to vibrance. So vibrance is one that I really like to do a lot on my makeup pictures. It really brings out the colors more than the camera does, because the camera honestly sometimes will like mute down the colors of your eyeshadows and stuff like that, and I don't like that. And then what happens is I will Command I, which will inverse it, create a layer mask. This is getting really difficult, I'm so sorry. And then I will just take the brush and brush over the areas that I just want vibrant. I will go over my eyelids and you'll just kind of see the color come back. And then honestly with this picture, I don't need to do a whole lot more in Photoshop. So we're back on my phone now, and then I'm gonna go straight to Facetune. So this is the app that I actually use the most. The first thing I'm gonna do is use the whiten tool and actually whiten the entire background. So this is my like holy grail trick, the one thing that I do literally all the time. It's really difficult to have a cohesive feed if all the whites in your feed or like the yellows don't match. So I will always whiten the background. The smooth tool, and I don't do this all the time, but I feel like my eye bags are kind of prominent right here, so I'll just go over them like a few times. Nothing crazy, but I just feel like it makes it look a little bit less like I'm a tired bitch and more like I feel like a little bit more alive. And then if my forehead is looking a little rough, I'll smooth that down as well. Next thing I will do is details, and I do this and I just go over like my lashes or my eyeshadow if it's really poppin', and then I will tap the end of my nose a couple of times to make that highlight pop a little bit more. That didn't really do anything. And then also the inner corners of my eyes. So that's pretty much it for that tool. I honestly don't need to do anything else to this picture. So this is what I would consider good for me. So then I'll just export it and save it to my camera roll, and then I'll be done. So now we're gonna go back to my computer and start with the second one. In Photoshop here, I'm gonna do the first thing again and crop this image. When I posted this on Instagram, if you haven't seen it, this one's way bigger. So I'm gonna actually do this one as 4 by 5. The first thing I'm gonna do though is again go back in with the blemish tool, the hide blemish tool. We're gonna go up to my face, and you literally cannot see this whatsoever, but it just makes me feel better to do it. So I'm gonna go in and click out these stupid zits. That one didn't really get blended. And then another thing that I will use for the blemish tool is actually this water spot. This is very laggy right now. And this water spot, I did not like it at all. So I literally am just going to like, so now I'm going to go selective color. Selective color is a really good tool if you see that like there's two greens that aren't quite the same. So this palm tree, I want to actually be a darker green. So I'm going to see if I can turn it down a little bit. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna get some shit for, but this skirt literally squeezes my waist so much it kind of made it look like I had a right angle. So I am going to go into the liquify filter, and I'm not gonna make my waist any skinnier or anything like that. I'm just kind of gonna smooth out that angle just because I genuinely don't like it there. So we're gonna make that part really big and make the brush a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna even out these angles a little bit. And I don't want you guys to like get offended by this because I almost never do this. I literally just did it because I felt like it didn't look natural. I'm pretty sure that on this one, that is all that I did. And then we're gonna go back to my phone. Now, we're gonna go in and we're literally gonna whiten the entire truck. So I'm literally going to whiten the entire blue of the truck. It sucks because I actually really liked the color of the truck before, but it just doesn't match my feed. So I'm just gonna go over that literally all the way. However, there are a few things that I decided to leave when I originally posted this video, and that was the blue that's on the wheel and the reflection that's in the mirror. I did like the blue in there, and I felt that it wasn't blue enough to make me need to remove it. So I literally just left those. So the sky in this one is already really white, so I don't need to do anything with that there. Usually if there's a really blue sky, I will whiten it just a little bit to tone it down. The blue just doesn't match my feed and I don't like it. However, this one is pretty chill right now though, so I am actually just going to go in with details again, zoom all the way under my eye, and this literally makes like no difference, but I do it anyways to give it a whirl. Yeah, you literally can't even tell. Whatever. So Snapseed is from Google actually, so this one's really, really useful. I'm gonna go into camera roll and pick up the one that I just saved from Facetune. I think that was, yeah. And then we are going to just go straight to tools and go to the brush tool. Now this one is really helpful. Dodge and burn will take the saturation down a little bit and make it a little bit darker without severely affecting the actual exposure. So I do this a lot to like the really bright greens in my pictures because I feel like they look a little bit better with my feed if I do, but I only do it to a couple. So like this really bright green where the light is coming through, I'm gonna edit, but I'm not gonna do anything crazy to the rest of it because it's already pretty good. So as you can see, that made it a lot darker and it started to match the vines on the wall a lot better. So then we're gonna go back to tools, back to brush. I don't know why I completely exited out of that. And then we're gonna go saturation and we're gonna go -5. I almost never do the minus or +10 because I feel like it makes it look crazy. And then I will honestly just go over this and kind of like move it around and wiggle with it and just like mess with it until I feel like it looks the most natural and yet the best with my feed. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make actually, and it didn't take as long as I thought it would. So if you guys want any more tips and tricks on how to use Photoshop or how to use Facetune, let me know. I do know a decent bit about editing pictures and stuff like that. So just like hit a girl up in the comments. So this shirt that I'm actually wearing is from Only Adorable. They sell their products at onlyadorable.com. And then I actually really love this shirt, so thank you so much to Only Adorable for sending this to me. It's kind of like a silky material and it's shiny and olive green, and they have tons of different colors. I really love the fit of it, and if you guys use coupon code Kaylee15, you're gonna get 15% off your order. So thank you so much to Only Adorable for sending me this shirt. I will have all of their information linked in the description box below, as well as that coupon code. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, 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 please let me know if you guys have any questions or if you have any more video ideas in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.